Well, hey YouTube, I wanted to do a real quick video of the measurements that I had on the engine block and the pistons before it went to the machine shop. And then I'll follow up with this video out in the garage and I'll show you. We got the block back and I'll show you what's been done there. So the measurements I have, the way I do it is I measure with my bore gauge, top, bottom, middle. And then I come up with the difference, and then I find my out around, my taper, and my bore, and then I measure that difference between that, the measured bore and the stock bore, and then it'll show what the over bore is. So as you can see, actually let me move this over to here so I can get cylinder number 1. There you go. Okay, so cylinder number 1, so we had as you can see, as you read across, I've got top, bottom, middle, and then the difference, and then position 1, 2, and 3. So position 1 would be the thrust faces. Position 2 would be about 45 degrees to the right of that, and position 3 would be about 45 to the left of that. So basically you're dividing your cylinder into kind of a pie shape. So cylinder number 1, you can see the difference was about 2 thousandths of an inch. Highest measurement difference was 3 thousandths of an inch. So our out around was 2 thousandths, our taper was 3 thousandths, and looking at the stock bore, which would be 3 1/8, which is 3.125, comes up with 3.1254. So the difference is 400 thousandths of an inch. Cylinder number 2, pretty much the same thing, 500 thousandths of an inch, 400 thousandths of an inch, and, or excuse me, 5 thousandths of an inch, 4 thousandths of an inch, and 5 thousandths of an inch. I went down and I measured all the pistons. So I've got 3.124 on pretty much all of them. The crankshaft journals, as I showed you out in the video, I believe a couple before this, I measured all them. The first, second, and third main journals was 2.334. Crankshaft on the rod journals, I had 1.939 on one of them, and that was on the first rod. And then the second, third, and fourth was 1.937. So it had a 0.006 difference between the piston and the bore. That's what I measured with my bore gauge and my calipers. And so when we got it over to the machine shop, they measured everything out, and they said, well, wait a minute, you're right on the line. It's 0.004 piston to cylinder clearance. So they told us we can go and get away with a re-ring. And so when I go out here in the garage in just a minute, I'm going to show you exactly what was done and then where it sits right now. And today is Thursday, the 23rd of September. And I got one shipment of parts today. I've got a couple more boxes coming tomorrow. And then Saturday, the 25th, I've got another shipment coming via FedEx. Now, I'm ordering a lot of parts from Kaiser Willys, and one of the, I guess the critiques I'd give them is they're really good about getting stuff they have in stock on the truck and out the door. They have free shipping for anything over $98. So them being located in South Carolina and us being out here in California, shipping is sometimes where you get shafted. So with free shipping, it's working out really good. The issue that I have with that particular part supplier is that if they don't have something in stock and it ends up being back ordered, they do send you an email and say, you know, we don't have these in stock, and I'm sorry, we're going to put it on back order, and we'll notify you when they're in stock, and we'll get them out the door as soon as we can. However, when you log into their website, you don't get a list of what's actually back ordered. You have to keep track of all the receipts that they send you and all the emails, and actually do it yourself. So I would give them a critique if they could keep a list on your account page of what's expected to be back ordered and when it's supposed to be in stock, the anticipated ship date or something like that. it would be highly beneficial to those of us that are working in our garage and are not professional restoration companies. So anyway, most of the stuff that's come in has been high quality. There were 2 bearings that I got that were Japanese made versus Timken, and those were the carrier bearings for the rear axle. And so I went ahead and reordered the Timken bearings because I want to make sure we get this back as close to stock, original stock as we can. So with that being said, I did want to show you the measurements I came up with, and I'm going to go out here and I'm going to show you the receipt from the machine shop, and I'll show you exactly what they did. And then I've got a couple of items of interest that I will share that we are going to do just to ensure longevity of the engine. So a little short video here, but there you go. There's all the measurements, and having a standard bore block, GPW block, is pretty rare nowadays. It is 2021. So we're looking at a 75, 76-year-old block, and to have something we're going to be able to re-ring and get it right back on the road is going to be wonderful. So pick up out in the garage in just a little bit, and thanks for watching.